Hello there, I'm Boo, and I like drawing, maximizing my hours in all the Pokemon games to find Chinese, and I really love to complain about lore in World of Warcraft. Hello, 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 and welcome back to a new episode on the channel. Today, we are continuing our endeavors to catch as many Dark Ranger pets as possible. My new small little mini-series on the channel where, well, I do exactly that. Because we are a Beastmaster, and as you probably noticed, either because you're a Beastmaster yourself or because you had one in one of your groups, these guys summon a lot of pets, and with a glyph, the Dire Stables glyph, most of these pets are the ones from your own stables. And since I was not in the mood to delete all the stables on a already existing hunter, I thought, hey, it's a good excuse to level a new character. And here we have her, Dark Ranger Knives. And we are currently in the Western Plaguelands, the less plagued Plaguelands, that I hope they will never completely deplagued, because I always wonder what's going to happen then, because then it's just the lands, and that would be a little bit boring, no? And here we have arrived at our very first target of the day that is sneakily trying to hide behind that tree every now and then. Beautiful Hamhide over there, which has the new and improved Piggy model, the dead Piggy model. And we're gonna tame him, but first we're gonna freeze that rabbit fox because we want to have nothing to do with them. And now, come here, you beautiful specimen of a little piglet. Damn, that looks so cool. Wow, look at him. Look at the gang! Yeah, we're level 32, I think, so I was able to skill that we have 2 companion pets at all times, and our other companion obviously is always going to be Felric, at least for the time being. And now that we have taken care of Hamhide, we can quickly, take care of this little fox as well. And now we're gonna zoom onwards to our next destination and ignore all of these many spiders. Yuck. But the Plaguelands wouldn't be the Plaguelands if we would already leave them, because down here we have Mange, or Minge, or Mange? Mange. I don't know. And this one is, once again, one of the few left in the game models of the old diseased bear model. And obviously, they're gonna come with us, because I love my pixelated, beautiful big bears. Even though they're still pretty small, I think that is a thing that will change once we level up, because yeah, that's doesn't look too impressive. My little my little animals right now. No, they really don't. And while we're here, we're also gonna kill one of the Ramops that is just hanging out here, and love to see that it's still pretty buggy when your second pet shows up. That will probably never change, because Blizzard couldn't even take care of that back in Legion. What do we have here? All pet damage increased by 5%. Sounds good. Give me those percentages. Very important, very important. And now onwards we zoom to the Eastern Plaguelands, which is one of my favorite zones in World of Warcraft. And no surprise there. I just love my Scourge stuff. And now, after we killed this Plague Hound runt, we will quickly turn around and, wait, check our stables. I think we have one more space, pretty sure. Because down there is Lick the Hunter, once again, a member of the 8-Legged Freaks Club. And this is a very beautiful bone spider, one of these spiders that I love. And we will quickly press this button, and yes, we have one more space in our stable. And now I just realized that I am in the Eastern Plaguelands, and I already found out in a very old video of mine that there are no stables in the Eastern Plaguelands. Where is the stable master? Do you guys not have a stable master? You weird paladins. Really? Really? Huh. Well, I'll be damned. Let's check out one of these other flight points that we have. Well, they have a flight path. And that's it, huh? This is really not good service. I do not recommend. Fellow hunters, beware. You wanna travel to the Eastern Plaguelands. Apparently none of these paladin places have any stables whatsoever. One of these towers, surely. Surely they're gonna have a stable, right? Right? Oh, fellas. Does Strathholm have a stable? Come on, guys. You have even trees in the Plaguelands. You gotta have a stable, right? Okay, weird as paladin folks. Alright, I think down here should be a stable because we're in night elfin lands and night elves usually are enjoyers of the good old hunter cuisine. Hello? Are you just like the paladin folks, huh? Oh, you're just like the paladin folks. No, why? Why is everyone allergic to stables nowadays, What's that all about? And coming to think of it, I don't even know if the Western Plaguelands have any. No, they do. In Andorhal they have one actually. So let's zoom there and let's give them our pets because I think we can only carry 3 at the moment. Yup. On 41 we can call a 4th. That is pretty neat. Wait, where is my... There she is. I was already visiting Lewis earlier to stable my pets there. Bam, bam, bam. Oh yeah, our stable is filling nicely with a lot of undead folks. Very cool, very cool. And now back to the Eastern Plaguelands we go. And up here in the Eastern Plaguelands, we have another of these very cool translucent Northrend wolves that I very, very, very much love. This one is up here at the Lake Merildar. And since we don't have a pet right now, we will quickly make this boy ours. Given the name Snort is not necessarily my favorite one, so I might change that at some point. But honestly, if you tame most of these pets to just be called to you when you're in a fight, those pets won't show up with their names. So you don't have to worry if you don't want to name all of them, then you know you have nothing to worry. And now we will fly back because we want to go to Darrowshire, and every single time I'm there I immediately have that very, very cool song back from Vanilla stuck in my head. If I think of it, I will link it in the video description. If I didn't, please remind me. And up here we have a rare mob that we will simply and unceremoniously kill for experience because hyenas are cool, but right now we're not a hyena hunter, we're a dark ranger, okay? So edgelord pets only. And now that we've done this, we're gonna turn our attention over to the Lone Hunter. This is a quest mob, I think the first quest mob on our little list. And apart from being another translucent, even though old wolf model, this one also keeps their name because, like I said, it's a quest mob. Back in Cataclysm, he also kept the sword in his head, but sadly they removed this. Why they did that, I have no idea, but they had to go back in time and remove it from the coding because in the beginning of this patch, I think in the beginning of Cataclysm, he still had his sword. And I'm pretty sure that if you tamed him before, he even kept the sword, but I'm not 100% on that. But yeah, always a very sad story. And by the way, if you are a very intense CupOfBoo watcher, then you might now say, hey, wait, Boo, you already tamed most of these pets in the Eastern and Western Plaguelands. Yes, I did, in a very old video that I still recorded with my old microphone. And since all of these pets are still very fitting with the Dark Ranger themed, I just thought that I just tamed them again. Whatever. And now we have one more that we can tame. And for that one, we will fly over there. Not to the starting zone of the Death Knights, but almost, because we're gonna make our way over to Light's Hope Chapel. But before we're gonna do that, we're gonna kill a few more ram ups because, you know, these levels are not gonna level themselves. And while I'm doing that, I wanted to give 2 little remarks on my Transmog. Because as you can see, this is a really cool bow. And that I bought a couple of months ago from the trading post. I hope you also picked up this bow because it was fairly cheap and it only stated, yeah, this has a special ammunition. Now I thought that that means that this is gonna have the same ammunition as the legendary bow from the Sunwell, but no, Blizzard actually put in some elbow grease and we have a super cool thunder themed arrow that we're firing and it looks really cool. And I know it is not necessarily Dark Ranger themed, but I just really wanted to use this bow because I was flabbergasted when I saw what this bow does. And also the other little remark that I wanted to give is to the hat that I'm wearing, because you might now say, Boo, that is a leather hat, how are you wearing that? Well, until yesterday I also had absolutely no clue. Apparently this is a hat that you get from the Drakkari stalking set, or whatever it was called. It was the leather PvP set that you could buy on the new time walking vendor, or rather the new stuff that the time walking vendor for Wrath of the Lich King has now. And this is a leather set, and I thought I could only mog it on leather characters, and that is correct. But while I was mogging my little heart out, I suddenly saw this one, Yellow Helm. Now, as someone else on WoW had already stated it, this helm is neither a helm nor is it yellow, but for some reason it's a grey item that you apparently now can mog on all the 4 different armor classes. So that is pretty neat. I don't know if this is a bug. I don't know if this is intended. Just like someone else on WoW had said, this won't get off my Dark Ranger until they make me, so I hope they won't. So, if you also bought the Drakkari Stalker set, or whatever it's called, I will probably put it on the screen right now, you might also be lucky and have this hat. And I really hope you do, because that is one of the coolest hats you can have. Just like a lot of, like a lot of the stuff that comes from the leather armor specialization. And now we have Spirocoola right next to Light's Hope Chapel, that I probably mispronounced because in German it has a very different name. I mean, it's the same name, it's the same words, they're just arranged differently, and that is always very confusing when you want to say it in a different language. And this is a bugged little worm? No, never mind. They noticed us. Okay, boom. This worm is ours now, and this is a pretty big worm, and it's also translucent, and it has red eyes, and it just looks overall like an absolute cutie pie, even though obviously this is a very old model. I still think this is the worm to have, you know. And now, before I can tame some more, I will have to fly back to the Western Plaguelands, because like I said, there is not a single stable here. I don't know why. I didn't know that Arthas was also an absolute hater of stables. Maybe he eradicated them all in these lands. But we will be back, because we're not done with the Eastern Plaguelands yet. And the next one on our list is another translucent bird. I already said this in the first episode, where I catched a vulture that was also see-through or ghosty. You don't necessarily obviously have to catch these. These are a little bit of a stretch, because mostly it's just their ghostly appearance that makes them fitting for a Dark Ranger. I will just pick this bird up because I really like these two-headed birds, and even though they rather give me the Legion vibes, I still wanted to catch one of them. So come here, Fenimal, with a really cool name. But probably... Oh, never mind. Okay, so this birdie is not bugged, because the last birdie that we caught does this weird almost swooping down whenever we stand still and swooping upwards again when we run, which is very annoying, which always makes me put my birdies onto the stables whenever this bug happens. And this bug happens quite often, might I add. And onwards, we zoom to our next destination. By the way, Fenimal is back here, very close to the Blackwood Lake. And the next one is another undead piggy, Vara. This time, though, Vara is another ghostly pet, which I very much like. And as you can see, Vara is also surrounded by other undead piggies, so you don't necessarily have to catch Hamhide. If you don't really care if your pet has a special name / is a rare mob, then obviously you can just get them here. And here is precisely up here, very close to the Plaguewood Tower, deep in Terrordale, which is a very edgelord name. I very much like this. And we will quickly tame Vara, who will sadly not keep its very impressive size, obviously. And now we're gonna go onwards, because we have a lot more to catch. By the way, I don't know if I've mentioned this yet, but I really like this way of leveling sometimes, because it's very calm but also very efficient, of just zooming around the old world and killing all the rare mobs that I want to kill, especially if I'm not on a hunter, and taming everything that I want to tame if I am on a hunter. So if you ever grow tired of just leveling through spamming instances or quests, this is also a way that is surprisingly fast if you just put your mind to it, and it's also very relaxing, at least in my humble opinion. And you also see a lot more of the world than any of these stupid Secrets of Azeroth quest lines could ever make you see, so, you know? It's just something to keep in mind. And one little thing I always be sad about is that you still cannot tame these maggots. I would love to have one of these worms as my pets. I think, especially with their new models, they look so disgusting. They look so, you know what? They look amazing. I would love to have one of these, especially if they keep their size. But so far, Blizzard has not joined the maggot hype train, but maybe one day, you know? Maybe one day. And our travels through the Eastern Plaguelands come to an end with Bleakheart over there. Bleakheart has no really a special model. There are some other hounds that look exactly like him, and you can pick them up throughout the world. But since I really like these hounds being companions of hunters, I wanted to pick him up. So let's dismiss our current pet. Let's throw a freezing trap at that ghoul. And let's tame ourselves a beautiful doggy with beautiful red eyes. Oh yeah. And now our doggies can take care of this man that actually holds out longer than I thought. And now we have made it to the Twilight Highlands, and this is, I think, only one of 2 or 3 actual spirit beasts on my list. Spirit beasts are these special, mostly also looking kinda ghostly pets that only Beastmasters can tame and use. And this one is Karoma, and Karoma is right over there. Karoma is right over there. A really cool spectral wolf that I think goes along kinda well with the Dark Ranger theme. And also, I mean, would we be a Beastmaster hunter if we wouldn't have a spirit beast? Not really, right? And this one is down here in the Twilight Highlands. As you can see, they have a little path that they follow up and down. They're very slow, and don't be impressed that I found them. I am in time walking, and I'm also in war mode, and it's also Sunday, and it's also close to 4 o'clock in the evening. I don't think there are many people that are hunting down rare pets exactly where I am right now. And now a little tip for all my little hunter babies out there. Always kick your pets out of their stealth. You don't need this. I know it says that they do more damage when they're in stealth, but honestly, just believe me, it's not worth it. They're super slow. You will always be annoyed by how slow they are, and it really doesn't make a difference at all. And also then your pet shows up next to you, which is really cool. And now we have 2 beautiful wolves accompanying us. And obviously, there is also Zambas, which is another rare mob down here in the Twilight Highlands. But that is a lion. And even though I like me some lions, this really doesn't fit with what we're going for. So I'm gonna take care of another rare mob that I saw before I found Karoma, and I still hadn't had a pet with me. And then we're gonna go to our next little soon-to-be friend. Oops, and I just attacked someone that I didn't want to attack. Sorry. And I also think with this level up, we finally got an ability that will actually summon one of all of these pets from our stables. Dire Command. Kill Command has a 30% chance to also summon a Dire Beast to attack your target for 8 seconds. And since I think we will get 1 or 2 more abilities that do basically the same, at some point we will just be run over with all these additional pets. And since that is something that I am not so fond of usually, I thought that this little project might make me like Beastmaster again. It's just a lot going on my screen for me to actually like it, but hey, who knows? And also, hey, wait, I want that Lamentium vein. Thank you very much. And here we are in the wetlands. And in the wetlands, we have Snarltooth. Now, Snarltooth, even though you can't really see that right now because he is frozen, even though he's not really frozen, he's still moving, but whatever, is a gray raptor. Now, this is, I think, the first pet so far that we've tamed that you actually need the Tome of Undead Binding or Undead Taming or whatever, that thing that drops in Maldraxxus from all the humanoid enemies. Like I've said, I have a feeling that it drops really fast in one of the dungeons in Maldraxxus, so, you know, if you don't have it, definitely go there before you go here. And as you can already see in the background, there are also some other living fossils, which are also some undead raptors, which you can also pick up here. I don't know if there are that many more. Let me quickly grab this beautiful chest for some experience. I think this one is rather dark. Yeah, it is. And you know what? While we're here anyway, why not just tame another beautiful bony raptor? I mean, this might rather go with a troll dark ranger, but since they didn't include the dark ranger for all the races, only some of the elves, this won't happen, I guess. And we were gonna... No, wait. But yet we will call this one Bones, and we will be on our merry way. Also, I just realized that the people in Manethil Harbor are probably not too happy to see me, so I will have to search for another stable. Just hoard things. And for now, we're gonna say farewell to the continent of the Eastern Kingdoms, and we're gonna swoop over to Kalimdor, because over there we also have a few nice undead beauties that are just waiting to be caught by us. And our first stop in Kalimdor is actually in the Dustwallow Marsh, and down there is the realm of Dark Mist Widow, which... you already know it. We'll keep her beautiful name, and is also one of these really cool, I don't know, in my head they're always the Naxxramas spiders, because they look like that one boss from Naxxramas, I think Mexa? Something like that they're called. Which is, by the way, a spider you cannot tame, even though one would think that you could. But now we have a beautiful new spider as our companion, and I think these are my second favorite spiders. The very pointy spiders. I don't know. They're all kind of pointy, to be fair. And now we have made it all the way over to Ashenvale, and we're actually right on the border to Felwoods. And before we crossed over there, I wanted to pick up the Elder Shadowhorn Stag. These are also present in other zones. For example, you can pick them up in Northrend, you can pick them up in Tirisfal, even though I kind of forgot about that. Also, Withered Ancient, I cannot take care of you right now. Okay, I just did, but still. And since this is a very beautiful, old modeled, very, I mean, maybe also just fell-touched, but also looking very blighted version of the stag, we're gonna catch this one. We're gonna name it Joffrey. And then we're gonna zoom over to the Felwoods, because there is a very, very special pet waiting for us that maybe not so many of you actually know about. And now, here in Felwoods, we have found the Felroot Courser. This is not a rare mob, this is just a very regular mob, but you won't believe it, even though this looks like a little critter, you can actually tame this very old diseased gazelle model, which I really love to do, because I feel like these guys, you never see these guys on any hunters at all. So come here, cutie pie. We need you for our little collection. And we're gonna name her Summer. And just in case you're looking for them, they're kind of all over the place in the Felwoods, but they are also around the Whisperwind Grove. So, you know, if you need a little waypoint, this is where they're at. And just another little thing that might be interesting to you if you would rather have a little bit more cats, and especially mystical cats on your team. Very close to where I just showed you where you can get this beautiful diseased gazelle, there is Duskcoat. And Duskcoat is one of these special, I think they're even called mystical cats. And since they all have unique models, this is the only place where you can find this very specific kitty cat. But since I'm not a night elf yet, I will make quick work of Duskcoat, so I will get some experience that I very desperately need. And since we're still not 41, we need to empty our portable stable once more. And I really gotta say, 26, our stable is slowly but surely filling up with a lot of freaks, which I very much appreciated. And now we finally have not only bears to show for our tenacity pets. So, yes. Alrighty, and the next pet I have only found while I was browsing Petopia to see if I could find anything cool. And apparently, if you go to the ruins of Mathustra, I don't know, up here on Darkshore, the Cataclysm Darkshore, not the BFA Darkshore, you can find these little cat figurines all over the place. Now, I'm a horde character, so all of these trolls are just leaving me be. And apparently, if you just click on enough of them, at some point, a ghostly cat that looks roughly like these beautiful little figurines should show up, and you should be able to tame them. So I will now zoom all over the place and click on as many of these figurines as I can find, if I can find any. I also know that I have to be a little bit careful because over there somewhere are the quest givers for the night elves, and I actually don't know on what kind of level they are. So yeah, we will proceed with caution. Although I gotta say, it's really nice that these guys are not attacking me. But it would also be even nicer if I could find another cat figurine, that is. They should be all over the place here. And ooh, and there is the night elf camp that I was talking about. But I'm struggling to find more, but I'm probably just not looking in the correct places. Right, let's try this. Any cats? No cats. All right. On we zoom on our Crimson Death Charger. Alright, cat? No cat. I don't know if I'm especially unlucky or if these are just a lot more rare than Wowhead makes you believe. But I haven't found that many statues to begin with, and obviously none of them have resulted in a kitty cat. But I love that there are also some other bricks on the ground that always makes me think that there is a cat, when in fact there is not a cat. And I'm also not sure if these will now respawn and just on different places, and I will continuously have things to click on. I don't know. But what I also found out is that apparently this pet has been in the game for ages, which is really cool. Never knew about it. Aha, cat. But no cat. Cat, but no cat. Well, I will not, I will not stop looking for that cat because you gotta catch them all. Aha, now we can have a lot of cat figurines, huh? But still no cat. Oh man, no cats anywhere. Man, there is so much in WoW that just isn't made for dragon flying or dynamic flying, how it's called nowadays. So much nicer to do this with the old style flying. And yet, I failed to find a cat. I wish I could though. I really wish I could. Have you ever tried so hard to find a cat that you just turned into a night elf and a whole different character altogether? Yeah, so meet Undying, my other Dark Ranger project that I have running, that is also on the site that has, funnily enough, the better looking Dark Rangers, and also has more Dark Rangers than the Horde. I mean, unless you count undeads on Horde side, but then again, you could also almost count Worgen as Dark Rangers when you use the red eyes that glow, and yeah, let's not go there. Alliance has more Dark Rangers than the Horde. It doesn't make any sense. Anyway, this beautiful specimen is already level 80 because I didn't tame any pets so far. I tamed exactly 2 to have 2 pets that fit with my aesthetic, because I really wanted to try out Dark Ranger, and I gotta say, it's not that crazy. I think they could have done a better rework. One thing that I think is very funny is that the black arrow already gives you the only usable on enemies above 80% health or below 20% health, but then one of the talents is the belt holds, which tells you that black arrow is now usable on enemies with greater than 80% health or less than 20% health. And yes, even if you don't spec this, you already have this on the black arrow, so I don't really know what's going on with that. But hey, Blizzard had like 3 months to figure this one out, so I bet it's all fine, right? Right? Anyway, yeah, I haven't clicked on any of these cat figurines yet, but I thought, hey, maybe I will, I will force the cat spirit, because now I'm a night elf, and I totally did not do that. But anyway, who cares? We are here as an undead birdie bird, and we will just find the cat, right? Yeah, that's definitely going to happen. Well, the cat luck does not seem to be with us right now, but I've read some more Wowhead comments since the last time I was over here and trying to get a kitty cat, and most people said they opened roughly about 8 of these figurines, and I'm pretty sure I opened like 12 on knives and I didn't get lucky. But I mean, now we're at 3, so I guess we're gonna see each other at 8, because this character definitely has more luck than any of my other characters. Because fun fact is, I just wanted to level this character for the video more or less, but then I already did 2 of the good time walking chests, not the one that we got for the stupid anniversary event. That was kind of shucky, let's be honest here. And in my first one, I just got the Seal of Poisoned Pact. Thank you very much. And in the one that I just opened, I got this beautiful specimen of a neck piece. And yeah, those are pretty good items. So getting my Mythic Hunter set from M+ won't be a problem at all until the end of the season, I suppose. But now I will just look for some cat figurines, and we're gonna see each other once I have found one. Trust. Nope, that wasn't it. What about cat number 5? No, also not cat number 5. Oh yeah, also there's a new mount that I got because of a 6-month subscription. Wow. Oh, wow. Actually, wow. Huh. Oh, hell yeah. I think I like it. I think I like it. Do I like it? I think I do like it. I think I like it. Yeah, I think I like it. I like snakes. And this is a pretty snake. And I got it for free. So, yay. Okay, this is the 8th. And, oh wow! Look at this! Okay. Thank you, Wowhead. Bam! Ghost Saber, and Ghost Saber turned into cat. Of course you turned into cat. But we also want you out of your stealth. Go! Attack! Attack! There's nothing to attack. Oh, yeah. Sorry. I have nothing to worry anymore. I have a cat. And with another assemble of undead cuties tamed, I'm gonna end today's episode right here and now. Man, I'm glad that I finally got that stupid ghost saber. I have no idea why knives didn't even get them yet, but we will cross that bridge once I relog into that character. But for now, I really hope that you enjoyed it. And if you did, please consider leaving a like or a comment. It helps and I appreciate it so much. And also, if you haven't subscribed yet, maybe consider doing that as well. And well, there's definitely gonna be 1 or even 2 more episodes of this series, so can't wait to see you again. Hope you're still enjoying this one, and until next time, bye bye.